Up next, it's Andrew Martin taking on the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. And certainly when you take a look at these two, Andrew Martin with the height advantage, Samoa Joe with the weight advantage in this matchup. Pretty evenly matched overall, but these two behemoths are about to lock up here in Newcastle. What a matchup we're about to see.
Bit of a styles clash between these two very accomplished athletes. Different backgrounds, histories in different wrestling organizations. Samoa Joe with Ring of Honor, and throughout the North American wrestling scenes, more particularly Southern California. Andrew Martin also spent some time in California and also wrestled with WWE, being involved in some series of bizarre scenarios with that crazy woman who kind of runs things up there. I forget her name.
Linda McMahon.
That's her name.
And let's not forget the run that Samoa Joe has had in NWA TNA. Good to see someone of his caliber getting a shot on the national stage.
And interestingly, somebody of the body type of Samoa Joe, kind of a look back at another era entirely, but the style of wrestling that Samoa Joe brings to the table is entirely 21st century. I mean, I don't think you'd ever confuse, say, Samoa Joe with a Sweet Hansen, perhaps, from another era, but Samoa Joe is definitely setting pro wrestling styles and tongues a-wagging these days in the year of 2005.
If I hear any more Joe chants, I'm going to kick all your asses.
That probably won't do much good for the cause there.
I don't want to hear any Joe chants, you hear me?
Andrew Martin not exactly endearing himself here to the multitudes here tonight in Newcastle. Don't think that was high on his agenda in the first place.
Oh, man! Forearm shot into the jaw.
Andrew Martin showing I guess he's trying to identify with the fans a little bit. Maybe trying to get on the ire of the fans here. And certainly
he's got the ire of the fans here tonight in Newcastle, no doubt, Jeremy.
Look at him licking his own bicep.
Nobody else are looking for him.
I'll pass.
Or you were his best hope.
Boy, has he sunk that low. Good heavens. Andrew Martin and Samoa Joe locking horns tonight here at International Soul Tour 2005.
What a legacy of wrestlers of Samoan heritage. And Joe has packed them all on his shoulders and taken it into 2005. You look back at men like The Rock, at Ekbo, at the Tonga Kid, at Fatu, at the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika.
How about the High Chief, Peter Maivia?
Exactly.
Let's go back even further than that.
That entire legacy riding on the broad shoulders of this young man, and he is doing them proud.
Matter of fact, Samoa Joe had a series of incredible matches with nothing less than with Kenta Kobashi in the rings of Ring of Honor. That really, forgive me, Jeremy, set tongues a-wagging throughout the pro wrestling scene in North America. Boy, I'll tell you what remarkable athlete that Samoa Joe is, but even he falls prey to the fingers in the eye. I'll tell you, that's a time-honored trick.
Did you see the ring move? When Andrew Martin sent Samoa Joe into that steel ring post, the ring moved like 2 feet.
There is no room for jumping jacks in pro wrestling. I might have pointed that out to you.
Well, they call him the Samoan submission machine with good reason. An offensive arsenal that can attack from anywhere. It's very explosive. Can hit you at any time, from any point. But his submission maneuvers, the very vast amount of submission maneuvers he picked up over in Japan, are really what separates him from everyone else. And his explosive speed. Don't let his size fool you. He can hit you with something out of nowhere. One of the fastest power slams, the muscle buster, the senton. He's got it all.
A gifted man indeed, that is Samoa Joe, but he's now on the receiving end of some serious punishment from Andrew Martin.
Snapmare out of the corner from Andrew Martin, barring the left arm of Samoa Joe.
Andrew Martin, the man who used to Trade under the name of Test back in his days with WWE. These days, Andrew Martin is his real name, and that's good enough for our folks here in Newcastle, Australia, here tonight.
Now look at Joe. Firing back into the midsection of Andrew Martin, into the corner. Joe charged right into that size 13. And now Martin.
Andrew Martin used to bodyguard for some of the top rock acts across the United States.
I don't know if you knew this, that Scott Hudson used to bodyguard for England Dan and John Ford Coley back in the day.
Well, certainly Motley Crue, nothing to sneeze at, but that is who Andrew Martin was with for a number of years.
Regardless of what, Andrew Martin. Very tall, big, rangy individual.
Samoa Joe trying to get the fans behind him.
That's no problem. That's definitely a Samoa Joe crowd here tonight in Newcastle as Joe's slowly getting to his feet and fighting his way out of this predicament. Big fist, those ham-sized fits in the guts. Oh, wait, a reverse atomic drop. Unapologetic boot right to the chin. Oh, and there's a Samoan senton.
Oh, a timeout. Andrew Martin. And a right hand. There's your timeout from Samoa Joe. Into the corner goes Martin. Samoa Joe charges in. High knee right into the chest.
Boy, Martin's on Wobbly Street, which is a suburb of Newcastle.
Street is a suburb. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now look at this.
Big street. Samoa Joe looking for some crowd approval, and they're more than happy to comply with that face wash.
Oh!
Wow.
It's an easy way to get plastic surgery.
Do they have good plastic surgeons in Newcastle, do they? Or is Samoa Joe the only one?
Good dentist. Very good dentist here.
Oh, that's good.
Andrew Martin may be in line for the next face transplant after the face washing given him by Samoa Joe. Uh-oh, here it comes again. Ooh,
Oh!
not so fast.
Martin hit the back elbow, and Samoa Joe charged right into this one. Up top, shoulder high, dropped it.
And
2 count after the Martinizer, but hang on. Martin can't believe it.
not exactly 1 hour Martinizing. Looks like Andrew Martin wanted to take him out a hell of a lot sooner.
Uh-oh, pump handle. Coming up. Up top. Oh, nice
check
escape
that.
by Joe.
Yeah.
Clubbing forearm into the upper back.
Oh, he's getting him set up for the muscle buster. The finishing maneuver of Samoa Joe. Finished off many opponents.
It's a lot of muscles to bust. Can he hang on? Look at Martin's going to keep firing back, but Joe softening him up.
Joe's trying to get him in a cradle where he will actually physically pick him up to the center of the ring and drop him right on his back. If he can hook it up, that's going to spell the end for Andrew Martin.
Ooh! Rake right into the eye. Ooh! Oh!
Boy, Martin met up with a boot from Samoa Joe. Boy, right into the face.
What agility by the 290-pounder. Side press, hooks the far leg and only got a 2 count.
Impressive defensive posture from Samoa Joe, thinking on his feet. Still not enough to get those massive shoulders of Andrew Martin down for what is becoming a very elusive 3 count.
A size 13 right in the jaw of Samoa Joe. Lateral press. Is this it? No. Joe kicked out at 2. Martin can't believe it. Neither can I.
Martin's absolutely furious. Thought for sure that was a 3 count, but I think Samoa Joe and the official beg to differ on that count.
Andrew Martin going outside the ring now. What's he looking for, Scott? I think this could be a sign of desperation. He's tried everything he can to beat the Samoan submission machine.
He's looking for Stephanie McMahon's integrity.
Well, that's way down under.
He might have to keep looking.
Yeah, keep digging. Samoa Joe back to a knee.
Oh, there it is. That looks to be a sign of some sort, a crosswalk sign.
Why
possibly?
is there a crosswalk sign under a ring?
Oh!
There's a
Single leg
crosswalk
schoolboy.
sign.
Can he hang on? No. Oh, that was so close. The echo effect of that street sign just tattooed Andrew Martin. Samoa Joe Open-handed slaps. Uh-oh, referee. Oh, man! Caught him right in the coconuts.
Boy, Samoa going down low. Andrew Martin going down low. Outside
And
of
he
the
got
referee's
him.
view. I'd say point is moot, though. Oh, dear.
Wow, what a victory. Andrew Martin victorious. Low
Ooh.
blow, look at that. And that was all he needed. Referee didn't see it. Referee
Good night!
got paintbrushed. Fines and suspensions will be levied for that.
I hope
Put your
so.
hands on an official. The International Assault Tour continues.